Hello, please confirm if you can hear me now, please. Or is it just noise?
Or is it just
Please confirm if you can hear me now. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for keeping you guys waiting. Okay, thank you. You are welcome. Let me start. What was it called? Agbeyegbe, Professor Agbeyegbe, right? You are welcome. Ogunsan Yokoyemi, you are highly welcome also. Precious Wilson, you are welcome, ma. Teniola, you are also welcome. Is it Teniola from what's this guy's name? Taoma, you are highly welcome. We have six people on this live section. We have six people on the live section now. We can do better actually. We can do better. We have like how many of us are in the group? Over 60, over 100 rather. We have over 100 people on the list, and we only have six people here. It's not encouraging at all. It's not encouraging. It's not encouraging. It's not encouraging. Let's try and wait for one or two people. Let's try and wait for one or two people, then we kickstart this 11:12. When it's 11:15, we kickstart. 11:15 sharp, we kickstart. Today we are only looking at the practical aspect of it. The practical aspect of it. I informed us last week, yes, last week, that we'll be making use of someone's booking.com address. Booking.com address. So we'll be making use of that today. We'll be making use of that today. Briefly, let me just share my screen. Let me just share my screen. Kindly hold on. Let me just share my screen. Then we can click start for today. We can click start for today. So briefly, before 7:15, can you just tell me what you guys learned last week? On Saturday, I think we had our class on Saturday. Can you just tell me one or two things that you learned from the lesson that we had on Saturday? One or two things that you learned from last week class. I will be in the comment section checking one or two. One or two. This 7:14 already. Let's make it snappy. Okay. Says Nike. Is letting me access. Can you give me a few minutes, please? I'm coming. Few minutes. I'm trying to share my screen now so that we can all see what is going on here. Okay. Last week, okay, someone said I wasn't, but I will watch the video after this class. Okay, you are not in the class last week, but you watch the video after this class. No problem. Anybody, any other person that can tell us one or two things that you learned from last week class? You know, we discussed about booking also. Yes, we discussed about booking. So you should be able to like defend yourself. Tell us one or two things that you learned from last week lesson. One or two things that you learned from last week. I'm waiting. Oh, I'm waiting for our response. Oh, for those people that were on the call last week, I'm waiting for your response. You are the one I'm waiting for. Because I could remember vividly what we discussed last week. So please, we are waiting for you guys. Should I start mentioning names? Do you want me to mention names before we talk? Okay. Good booking saves time and stress. Yes, you are right. Good booking saves time for both your clients and even yourself as a virtual assistant. It saves you of the stress and time. And you know, one of the actual skill of a virtual assistant is time management, how to manage your time and all. So if you are saving yourself of those time and stress, definitely you are helping your client and yourself. Good evening, Miss Gift. You are welcome. Istre Taiwo, you are welcome as well. You are welcome as well. You are welcome as well. So without wasting much of our time, I said it today before this class that tonight attendance is crucial for this training. I mean it, it's very, very, very crucial for this training. Attendance for this week is crucial, and even the assignments for this week because flight booking and itinerary is one of the what will I say? Is one of the core aspect of a virtual assistant. I want to venture into what is it called? The aspect of administrative management or top executive. Yes, let me use it like that. Top executive. It's very, very crucial. It's very, very crucial. It's very, very crucial. Do you understand? Please let me know if you can see my screen now. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen, please. Sorry, please, can you hear me? Hello? Oh, you can't see my screen. Okay. How about now? Okay, we can hear you, sir. Okay. How about now? Can you see my screen? Network. Is the screen still blank? Can you see the screen now? Okay, it's showing now. Thank you. Okay. So to today's class, it's so nice seeing you guys today. So nice seeing you guys today. So without wasting much of our time, without wasting much of our time, I will be virtual assistant training when we are talking about booking an itinerary and the likes. When we talk about booking and itineraries and the likes, there is no how you will not talk about traffic park. Please call my attention if you are not seeing my screen or you can't hear me so that I will not be I won't be wasting much of my time. I will do the needful so that you can hear me. So I just want to make a copy of this document first. So while I make a document of all these documents, I will explain what those documents mean and why you need the documents as a virtual assistant, as a virtual assistant, as a virtual assistant. I'm not using my main page actually. I'm not using my main page for some reasons. So I'm just making a copy of those ones. You can see all these sheets are clean or all these sheets are clean. There's something we call itinerary. So this template now is for business trip itinerary. These ones that you are seeing now that you're at now. that is on the screen right now. We call it itinerary. Call it business trip. And lastly, yes, I have this one here. I have this one here. I have this one here. There's no need for me to make a copy. So now, for lesson lesson sake, let's dive straight into it now. This week we are discussing about booking and the likes. We are discussing about booking and the likes. Now, as a virtual assistant, you want to work on booking for your clients. You want to work on booking for your clients. What are the resources that you need? What are those things that you need to make the work easier for you? There's a saying that goes that what is being done in a particular in a particular country is different from what you will do in some other countries. Now, there are some things that you need to put into consideration while booking flights, while booking hotel, while booking anything that you want to do for your clients. There are some things that you need to put into considerations, as you have said last week. As you can see now from here now, the first thing that you need is your client's details. The first thing you need is your client's details. The first thing you need is your client's details. You need your client's details. And what are those details? What are those details that you need? These are the details that you need. The passport details for each traveler. That's your client. Now, passport, an international passport. Yes, that's what we meant by passport. Passport. You understand? So now you need the passport details of your client. Then you need a copy of the visa. If your client already has a visa, you understand. So you need a copy of it for you to book a flight for your clients. Then what other things do you need? Frequent flyer details, or maybe there was a time that before you can travel to some countries or to some states, you need vaccination, all these COVID-19, is it vaccination or something like that? There's one slip that they used to give to people like this, that okay, this person has been vaccinated of COVID-19 virus. Sure, you understand. So those are the things that you need from your clients. Those are the physical things that you need from your clients. Let's say the document aspect of it. Let's say the document aspect of it. Those are the document aspects that you need from your clients. Those are the document aspects that you need from your clients. Then the second one is the client preference. You as an individual, I as an individual, there are some things that I will like and you will not like, that will not go in line, that will not go well with you. You understand? There are some things I will do that I feel like no, I can't do it this way. That you will have a different approach towards those things. Same way, your client also has their own preference. You understand? You can ask your clients what are the travel routes that your clients prefer. You understand? If you are to go that specific city or places or some stuff like that, the number of acceptable stopover. Last week we discussed about this stopover for flights. There are some journeys that you will go that the airline company will tell you that okay, we need to stop over in this at a specific location before we continue our journey. Some people will tell you okay, there will be 2 or 3 stepovers. You need to ask your client now, okay, how many stepovers do you prefer on the journey? But now, then the next one is the airline of choice. There are some that their own is Airborne Airline, their own is Peace Airline, their own is this one, their own is that one. So you need to ask your clients what is their own preference, their own what is it called, the kind of airline that they have or they feel like they want to make use of. Then you ask, are you flying economy, or you are flying business trip, or is it first class that you want to fly? So you need to ask. Now the travel times, you need to ask your clients if your client prefers the morning flight, is it the afternoon flight or the evening flight that your clients want. So you need to know. Last week also we discussed most of the things that are here about client preference, knowing the seat side of what your clients want. Is it the window side? Is it the emergency exit side? Is it the front or the back? You understand? And the kind of meals that you want your clients to have during the flight. So those are just the client's preference. These documents will actually be shared with us because there will be an assignment on it that you will need it for. Now the accommodation type also, for example, do you want your clients to be in a three star three-star hotel, an Airbnb hotel, guest house? You understand? Then you need your itinerary. Now this itinerary, now that's where main work is. That's where the main work is. Then we have the specific trip information. What specific trip information? That's where you have the specific leisure, is it for medical care or if for it's for visitation. Now department address, departure address, those city, everything now this everything that is on this template, now, it will be addressed from the practical aspect of it. This is the two practical aspect of it that we are going to make use of for this trip information. Then the company for policy, I will just go to the company policy. That's if any. Now the reason why we inputted the company policy here is, I don't know how conversant we are working with different companies, different organizations in different sectors. We have the agricultural sector, the tech sector, the banking and finance sector and the likes. Each company has their own policy as in regards to traveling. There are some companies that they will tell you that for a specific maybe for senior staff, the hotel they are to lodge in, the the amount the highest amount they can spend, they are going to spend for an employer under them is maybe 30,000 naira per night. You understand? So you need to know the company's policy of your clients. If the company that is working with, they only allow him to spend $20 per night. So make sure that the hotel you are booking for him must not exceed that $20 per night, because at the end of the day, the remaining balance will fall on your client, and you are not doing your work as a virtual assistant. So definitely you are not doing your work as a virtual assistant. So now that's why you need the company policy to also work on this. And on this, the second aspect here, you see now this one talks about before researching and booking. Now before you research on your clients traveling in details, these are the things that you need. And maybe before you book also, these are the things that you need. Now here now we now have the resources now. These are the resources now that you need to have on ground for your clients. Now you see now visa and other requirements by country. Each country immigration has their what is it called, they have their different requirements. There are some countries that if you want to go to now today, they will tell you that you need to have this so document, you need to have this, you need to have that. There are some countries that are visa free, right? And there are some countries that you need to apply for their visa before you be able to travel to those countries rather. So you need to know the visa requirement of the company and other requirements that is being needed. There are some countries that you can go to with your pets, or like your dog, your cats and the likes. There are some countries that you can't go to with your pets. Do you understand? So you need to know the requirements of those countries rather. You need to have the requirements of those countries. So here now I have the requirement, the immigration service for France here. This one is for France. Then I think this one is the one that is generally accepted by all countries. I think that one is for, okay. I think the link. Okay, this one is for Tanzania. This one is for Tanzania. Yes, that's true. That one is for Tanzania. So now there's earth requirement also. Let's try and check the one. Let's try and check the one for France. So this is the one for France now. This is France immigration website. You understand? This is their immigration website. It's going to bring it automatically in French language. You understand? You just have to what? You just have to translate the page to English. You have to translate the page to English. So now you can just release everything. You can leave it. So this there. Do you need a visa? So by clicking this now, everything that you need to know about their visa process and all, it's in that page. You understand? So you need to just make your background research. You need to make your background research. Now, which nation are you from? Which country are you from? Let's say your client is from the United States. Let's say your client is from USA, United States. Let's say your client is from United States. Should be up. Okay, let's just the age of your client. Let's say your client is 50 years old. Now, you joining or traveling with a family member who is the national of blah 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 blah, all those ones. If not, you click on. If yes, is your spouse a French? Is a French national? The nationality of your spouse, if you have one, if you don't have one, that one is not compulsory. But you see the one that they used to have. all these questions that they use to assess it, it's very very compulsory. You must answer them. You must answer them. So now your stay. What's the reason why you are staying with them? Those kind of stuff. Your travel documents. What type of travel documents did you need and the like? Then you upload. Then it will check for you. This is like a check stuff. It's check for you if you're eligible for their visa or not. So that's just how to make your background research for your client. Then you need to know the health requirement of those country also. You need to know the health requirement of those country. You need to know the health requirement of those country. Part of the resources that is there is a website that you can use to check the health requirements. You understand? That you can use to check the health requirements. Then we have what is it called? We have this one. Then we have this one is when the COVID-19 is that was when COVID-19 is still rampant in town. Then you need to like check. They will ask you that okay, you need your COVID-19 slip before you can enter their country. Then we have the flight booking. We have cheapflights.com. We have kayak.com. Today now we have a booking.com also. You know, we have Google Flights. We have Google Flight also that you can make use of. Then car rentals, you need to rent cars for your clients, obviously. For because if your client is in your client is traveling now to Abuja now, it's not as if you go to Abuja to go and pick him up. Definitely, there is a need for you to rent what? To rent cars. We have a lot of car rentals company that you can easily just rent cars from their hand. So you just like that website is what we use to rent cars. Then for accommodation, we make use of Expedia and Booking.com. That's for the two. City attractions, all these ones are just if your clients traveling for fun, just to have fun there, to just spend the holiday or weekend there. Now we have the trip checklist. Now this trip checklist now it just makes it you just need what your the traveler's name. Let's say the traveler's name is David. Your traveler's name. You need your traveler's name. What else again? Okay, I'm not saving this one. Destination, where is the person traveling to? Let me copy this. Let me make a copy of this to help us so that we'll be able to edit it. Let me just make a copy of this. Please let me know if you have a question. Let me know if you have a question so that I will know what to do so that we'll answer your question once and for all. I don't know if you understand that. Let me know if you have a question, please. Let me know if you have a question. Let me know if you have a question. Okay, I think we are good to go. I'm waiting for this to load actually. Don't know, my network is kind of slow today. So for this now, the traveler's name, let's say the dates. Let's say the person. And one thing that is very crucial while making documents for your clients, if you see all these date formats now that is there, you must start your date with the month. The month comes first before the day, and before the day, it's month, day, and year that you are going to use. You are not using day, month, and year as you are using it in Nigeria. So it starts with what? You start with the month. So now we are in October, which is 10. Today's date is 23. Let's say the person is traveling on 28th, then the followed by the year, which is 2025. You understand? You need to start with the month first because there are some months and days that they have same number. Let's say 8 7 now. Now you now want to write August. You want to write August 8 now, or August 6 now. You now write 06 08 now. Your client is going to be thinking that okay, maybe my travel so it's supposed to be maybe June or July. I don't know. You understand? But you make sure that you start with the month. So you are starting with the month first before the day. You are starting with the month first. Then the return date for the travel for the trip is let's say 11th November 15, 2025. You understand? Then the purpose of traveling for your clients. What's the purpose of traveling? Let's say business business trip. Now it's business trip. Now the status now this is for international travel. Now you see we have the one for international travel here. We have the one for international travel here. Now these are the things that your client has in hand. These are the list of everything that you need. Now the passport, where is the passport? It's in the client's hand, or you are not even, the passport is still in progress. Maybe the client did not have passport in the first place. You guys are just like trying to do passport for the client, so you can just do what, in progress. Or your client did not even have your client did not even have passport before. You just not started, you just want to start like having a passport for your client. So you just pick the one that is applicable to what you have here. Now the start date, the due date, that the start date means when passport used to expire. It has to start from a day, a specific day to another day. So you just tell us, okay, the passport will be due in so day. Valid before expires in 6 months time, need to be renewed and return, all those stuff, you understand. Now the visa now, let's say the passport, you have it on hand in hand already. Now the visa is in progress. When do you start the visa for the client? This is just like to give you a checklist of the trip, the checklist of your client's trip, what your client have in hand, what's on progress already, what's that thing that you need to like you need to like put in place before the due date that your client will travel out of the country that he is, or out of the state that he is. Then we have the one of health insurance. Then we have maybe currency exchange. This one too is very very important. Imagine traveling from Nigeria to Ghana or to South Africa, and you got there, you are just finding where to like exchange currency, which of course you can do that here before you even travel. You understand? So you need to make sure that all these things are well checked. The country that your client is traveling to, are they using the same currency with the country that he is? If they are not using the same currency with the country that he is, definitely you need to do what? You need to make sure that he exchange his currency before traveling out of the country. Vaccination certificate, that's if you have any vaccination certificate. Then health requirement, you need to complete your health requirement. It's very very essential. Now this one now, have you started it? No, is it in progress, or you have completed it already, you have your certificate already? Then you pick amicable, that's the status. We have the status, the tax, the start date, the due date. Then if there is any note that you want to put there, this one is for visa application now. Have you gotten the visa requirements list? Now the reason why you need all these things is because these documents now, you are not the only one filling it. Your client definitely will be seeing it. So it gives your client an update about his trip, about his or his trip or her trip, depending on the gender of your client. You understand? So it's giving the client an update now. Okay, this social person is working on my business trip. You understand? Even without you giving your client an update about everything, he or she will be able to what? To see from here. Okay, this is where you are, this is where you are, this is where you are on this. Then on flight also, that's why we just like we make sure it's in a catalog. I said catalog, in categories. We make sure that it's in categories. Now you have your flight here. This ground transport, as I've explained earlier, this ground transport. Then hotel and lodging. Maybe you have make reservation for the hotels and the likes. Destination attraction. That's if your clients just want to like go out and just have fun. If your clients want to go out, have fun, you need to check. Okay, what are the three museums that you can recommend for your clients to visit? You understand? Or where is that place that you feel like okay, your client just need to be here in that city? You understand? You need to like put those things to them in notes. And then about to travel, this is when the client is ready to travel. Then you must do what? These are the things that your client must have in hand. Then you tick appropriately. The passport, is it ready? If it's ready, you tick. Is the visa ready? You tick. The health document, the itinerary, the flight details and everything. You tick the one that is ready. Then you tick the one that you still need to do. Then you go back to your trip checklist and do what? And make amendments to it. The travel planning and resources that you just need to. So this website now, this kayak now, kayak is a website that helps you to rent cars. You understand? It helps you to rent cars in different countries. Then what do you need? Is it car? Is it stay, vacation, or you just want to feel, you want to go out and have fun? Like, okay, when do you need the okay, you need to sign up. I don't want to sign in on this site actually, because they used to, their promotion is Too much, it's too much, it's too much. You can see now this travel days under 1,000 naira. Now you can see the one of Lagos is there. We have Benin City, we have Jos, we have Cairo. You can search, actually you can search. Where is the car picking you up? Is car picking you up from airport or where? So now from here now let's just say Lagos. I'm sure it's not going to give me the details now. Okay, Lagos, Nigeria. Let's check. So which day to which day? See now these are the available days now. Today is 23rd. We have the 23rd here now. These are the available days. And you can see now based on days, now the days are based on price. You can see that's color code that they're also using color code. I can see virtually almost everything is under color code actually. Let's say from here now, we just want to use from 27 to 30th. You understand? From 27 to 30th. Then it's going to like bring you everything that you need for those days when you search. So now you're going to search cars in Lagos, Nigeria from 27th to 30th of this month. It's going to recommend for you. It's going to recommend companies and cars that you can that you can borrow for those days. You understand? That you can borrow for those days. Now we see now we have lot of cars here now. We have like this one now for those days now for that 5 days you have to pay $400. You have to pay $400. This is the name of the company that is leasing this is another company now. You understand? You can just compare and contrast. You can compare and contrast. And those the car will take you for that days for that day. Like I think 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. That's 5 days. So for 5 days, you have to pay $714. You understand? Please let me know if you have a question in the comment section so I can address your questions. It's very, very crucial to you and I that address questions. So now that's we are still coming back to those ones, and actually you will be having your assignment based on that. So here now we have the travel pack. Now the travel pack, what's in the travel pack? The travel pack is like a PDF that your client is holding. That travel pack contains the what's it called? Let's say order of programs now. You are going for an event now. You are the MC of an event, or you are even going for an event as a guest. They are to give you a program sheet, a program list of what a list that contains everything that the program everything about the program, from the table of contents to the person that will do this one, the person that will do this one. There's this event on the program, there's this something on the program. Just take it as that. Now we have the table of contents. What are those things that we have in our travel pack? The first one is itinerary. That's trip itinerary. The itinerary contains the overall details of what your client needs while traveling. You understand? This is just the let me I think I can still zoom this. I don't know. Let me see if I can zoom it. Okay. So you need your itinerary now. This is your itinerary now. You see, it talks about like on 27th of November at exactly 11:55, your client need to what? Your client need to travel. You understand? Need to travel. Need to depart from Nairobi. Now on 29th at exactly 09:20, that's 9:20 a.m. Your client needs to arrive at Las Vegas. Your client needs to arrive at Las Vegas. Now that same 29th now, at 11 o'clock, there is an optional conference event at the Venetian that your client needs to attend. Though that one is what? That one is optional. That one is optional. At that point in time, it's optional for your client to attend or not. Then that same 29 at exactly 3 p.m. Your client need to check in at MGM Grand. Your client need to check in at MGM Grand. You understand? Then on 30, your client need to do what? Keynote address at the blah blah, all those ones. So those are what your client needs at the where he's traveling to. Then the departure date and time also is also there. Okay, by December 2nd though, your client needs to leave what? Las Vegas at exactly 11 a.m. and arrive back on 4th early in the morning on 4th and arrive back at Nairobi. So that's one of the stops there. Then we have the travel schedule. What are those schedule now for your clients now? You can see now this the itinerary talks about the I will not say comprehensive enough. It just talks about the little details about the travel detail. They talks about little about the details of your clients while traveling and coming back from Las Vegas. While the transit information talks about everything. The airline your client is going to travel with, which is Emirates. This one talks about Emirates. Now, what is it? Is your client going with business trip, first class, or economy? It says business trip. So now this is the arrival time that your client needs to travel on 27th of November from Nairobi to Dubai. He's going to reach Dubai at this so time. Then from Dubai again to Los Angeles, you understand, by this so time. On this one also, you understand. That's how you just do what you do the information. This is just like an overview of everything that you need. Now, entry and exit information. You know the other time we talk about the requirements that your client needs to enter some specific country or some specific states. Now these are the entry and exit information that your clients need. Now for your client to enter a country, definitely you need a passport that is expiring at least 6 months from the entry date. There are some countries that they will not allow your clients, they will not allow people to come to their country if their passport is expiring in a month or 2 months time. They will never allow you to do that except it's 6 months or above from the day that you are entering the country. You understand? So now what are those things that your client need? A US visa, that's what your client need, and your passport. Now for you to exit, to go out of the country now, you need an health test from approved facility. It's very very required. Your client will need it before they go out of the country. You understand? That's what you need. Now this is an example of what a US visa looks like. This is a visa now for United States, and this is an example of COVID-19. You just have to put it there. You just have to put like a picture of it there. This is an example of COVID-19 vaccination card. This is the vaccination card. Now this is the hotel confirmation. You see everything is inside your client's travel pack. Your client don't need to like don't need to be worried again that okay, I need this, I need that one, I need this one, I need that one. You understand? So everything is in this place already. So the hotel information of your client also you need to put it there. This is a mail. This is the mail that confirms his reservation in a particular hotel, in a particular resort. This is a MGM resort. This is a confirmation mail. Then you have the hotel confirmation. This is when you book the hotel for your clients. You understand? This is it. Resort to room, amount paid. This is amount paid. This is the balance that you need to balance before you before upon due on check-in. You understand? The total amount now for that, for how many days? I think 3 nights stay. Yes, this one is 3 nights stay now in an hotel. Each one is what? Each one cost for the 3 nights it costs $753. 753. Then we have the resort fee, the reservation total, everything costs 906. You understand? So these are the event information now. Invitation letter, key contacts, registration confirmation, conference confirmation, and all the other stuff. So now these are the letters now for the event that is attending. Definitely is going to need the letter that is going to tender at the gate, at the doorstep rather. So these are the confirmation letter that was sent to him for him to attend the event. You see, everything is in place. Everything is in place. Now, this is the layout of where he's going for the meeting. This is the layout. The area circled here. The area circled here. That's where the meeting is going to occur. You just have to let your client know because you won't be there to direct him that this is where you are going, this is where you are going. You need all these things to just what to help him. It's just like an overview of what your clients will be needing. An overview of what your clients will be needing over there without stress. Just for him to just check through his travel pack and see everything that there. So for the two other aspects now, this is where the main the main work is. This is where the main work is. These two, this is where the main work is. So let's just do practical on this one now. Let's do practical on business trip itinerary. So what is itinerary? Itinerary is like a document that safeguards your clients flight travels, both departing flight and what and arriving flight and departing flight. And it also helps to do what? To know which company will be responsible for your clients vacation, for your clients car booking and the likes. So let's just get started with this. Let's get started with this. Now this business trip now, which company are you working for? Which company? Let's say PSF IT. PSF IT now. That's the company. Now the purpose of the travel, let's say business business trip, right? Destination, where is your client going to? Where is your client going to? Let's say your client is going to California. Now the itinerary is prepared for who? Let's say James Bond. That's the name of your client. Prepared by who? Let me check one person's name from the chat. Adedamola Deborah. Adedamola Deborah. That's the person that prepares the shoot. Now, for this now, trip starts now. Let's say we are in October, December 15th. You know, December is 12th, and I told us that we are starting with the month 12, 0, 12, 0, sorry, 07. That's the 7th of December 2025. Then your client is coming back when? Your client is coming back December 24. That's Christmas Eve 2025. You understand? So now, which day is your client departing? You already said it. 12 on 7. So the departure location now, where is your client departing from? Let's say Lagos, Lagos, Nigeria. So what time is your client leaving? Now for this now, you know your client is what is it called? Your client will be leaving Lagos on this specific date. That's the 7th of December. So at that point in time, you are using the Nigerian time for your clients. You are using the Nigerian time for that person because you are not going to be checking the time over there. So now, let's say your client is supposed to depart. Let's say 6 p.m. 6 p.m. will be 16. If I'm not, no, 6 p.m. will be 18. If I'm not mistaken, 1800. Right? Now, which airline are we going with? Is it Airborne or let's say Peace Peace Air? I don't know much of those Air Peace or Peace Air. Any one of the two. Now, this is the confirmation. Now, there is a confirmation code that you actually need. Let's check Air Peace Airline. Let's check Air Peace Airline. So now, just go to Air Peace Airline. Just do what you book with them. Let's say you are using Air Peace Airline. Now the confirmation number is just like, I don't know, for most of us that have traveled before, you know, there is always a confirmation number that you will need to present now. There is someone asked that how do we get the travel pack for the client? Actually, the travel pack, some company has the travel pack, some company have the travel pack, you understand. And if your company, the company that you are working for do not have the travel pack, if the company you are working for do not have the travel pack, there is a way that you can get it. There are a lot of websites that has examples of travel pack. There are some that will even be, there are some that are going to be different from the one that I showed you now, you understand. Some are even different from the one that I showed you now. You can download them, you can go through it, you can create your own. Actually, you can create your own. You just have to get the steps right. You just have to get the steps and everything right. That's all. And I can still share this, I will still share this one with you guys because your assignments will be based on this, your assignments will be based on this. So let's continue. So now for this now, where are you traveling from? You are traveling from Lagos, right? Your client is traveling from Lagos, no results. Don't want. Okay, let's use this. Let's use this. Let's use this. Wait, oh, this airline, do they travel outside, like outside the country? They make it. Do they use a? Is there a way you can travel all these international travels using Peace Airline? I'm not sure. 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 Which other airline do we have, please? In Nigeria, let's just say airline. Okay, let's say Nigeria airline for international travel. Nigeria airline for international travel. Okay. Let's use Wakana. I think Wakana can give us. Wakana should be able to give us cheap travel. So now let's use. We are making use of Wakana for this now. We are not signing in. But for your assignments, you will need to sign in. Oh. You need to sign in or sign up on the website. So now, which city are we traveling from? We are traveling from Lagos. We already picked Lagos now. So where are you traveling to? You said we are traveling to California, right? California. Where is it? California. That's California, not here. Okay. California, United States. So this is where you are traveling to. So you need to pick your departure date. We said the departure date is what is it called again? I think we said December 7th, which is on Sunday. That's nice. So wait, oh. Then the person the return trip will be departure is 7. So the return trip will be when? So let's pick the return trip. The return trip, let's say which day do we put there again? Say the person will be returning back on 24th, okay, on 24th of December. On 24th of December. So now, is there any number of children? No. Your client is not traveling with children, your client is not traveling with anybody, it's only your client. And if they are traveling with their spouse, you do what? You pick that's where it automatically change to two passengers if it's 4 people adults that you are going with. Let's say you are going with two adults, your client and his wife or her husband. Then let's say infant, you have one infant with you, one small boy, stuff like that. Just like you just pick the one that is applicable to you. And if your client is traveling alone, just pick one passenger. Then you apply. Immediately you apply like this, and you search, it's going to give you lots of deals, that comes with this, lot of deals that range airline that will be traveling for one passenger. You need one passenger, and I made a you couldn't find any result. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, hold on. What's wrong with this? Wakana? Maybe it's because we did not register actually. Let's pick 3 people. Let's put it. We are not using. Let's use business trip. Then we apply again. Then let's search. Let's search this one to cannot find. Maybe I will just make use of the one that I will just make use of the one that I have with me already. There is one that I normally use. I don't want to use that website because this tutorial is for YouTube and anybody can access it actually. That's why I don't want to make use of it in the first place. So let me try and open my other mail and make use of it. Kindly hold on for me. While loading, let me know if you have any other questions actually. Let me know if you have any other questions. Okay, someone said one is cheaper. Which one is cheaper? Do you mean the earpiece or which one? Is it the earpiece that you said is cheaper? It's cheaper. Yes, earpiece. I'm not sure earpiece is cheaper, oh, but you feel like it's cheaper, sha. If you feel like it's cheaper. Okay. I think I have one of the documents in this travel plans here. I think this should do. Oh, we should use should we use cheap flights? Let's try cheap flights, and we can also try Google Flight. I think I talked about it last week when we were having our class. Yes, Google Flights. Let's use of flights. You can see make use of Google Flights. That one will be better. Let's use Google Flights. Google Flight is still loading. Let me check cheap flight also. You know, there's one thing about all these things. You just have to like, okay, let's say this one is from Abuja, and where are we going? I'm not sure there is a direct trip to California. I'm not sure, but let's see. Let's pick from let's pick from December 7th. I think 7th to 24. Something like this. Now one adult, same procedure. You understand? Same procedure for all those. Let's say two people. Let's say two people are traveling. Are you finding? Let's say we are finding business trip. We do what? We find the right deal. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now this is good. This is good. So now we have a lot of flights. Companies that airline that we can work with here now. We just have to like view the one that you feel like. I'm opening them in new tab just to compare. That's one thing about all these things. You need to compare and know which one is okay for your clients, which one is okay for your clients. 30 we should round up by 8:30. Alright. We should round up by 8:30. We should round up by 8:30. Okay, now you see now this one now. Afran grants now from Abuja to Los Angeles now. For how many people? For two people now. It says 4,875. That's for two people. Now let's reduce it to one person. Let's reduce it to one person and see. Reduce it to okay. Now this is the best day that they are giving. This is the best that these people are giving, and it's even they said it's over ends on October 22nd, and it's even it has passed. That's yes. Please confirm if you can see my screen. So there's something wrong with my connection. Hello, can you guys hear me now? Can you see my screen? Can you hear me? Hello. Oh, okay, good, good. So now this now just say this is their best price now. This is their best price, the best price they can do it. Then you just need to log in. You can just add your mail to it actually, but I'm not adding my mail. Then let's check another one. We are not claiming any discounts. They want to give you a discount. Then you just proceed with their airline. Now this one is saying 2,000. What's the price for this one? This one says 2,356. 2,356 now from Abuja to Los Angeles. Departure time is departure date, two passenger. You can edit it and just put it at one passenger. 3 plus 1 passenger. That's 1 passenger now. Then you can get your free quote. The reason why it's bringing free quote is because you don't have an account with the company. You understand? You don't have an account with the company. You don't have an account with the company. That's your mail. So now get a free quote. Get a free quote. So they will just send the quote directly to your mail. To send the bill to your mail. And this Google Flights, you can still make use of Google Flights. I think this one is easy. This one is easy. This round trip means what round trip means they are going to drop you. They are, let's say you are traveling to Abuja from Lagos now. Round trip means from Abuja to Lagos, and when you are going back also from Lagos to Abuja, they will still be the one to take you back. You understand? That's round trip. That's round trip. One way trip means like you are just going with them alone to Lagos. You are not following them back to Abuja. I don't know, maybe you understand. That's why you hear some people saying, I must not miss my flight because I already paid for the round trip. I paid for round trip, stuff like that. I don't know, maybe you have had something like that before. Now you can see this Google flight. Actually, Google flight actually it makes sense. It makes sense for you because it will calculate everything for you and even suggest the one that is even cheap. You understand? Let's say your client is traveling. Okay, remember we are using itinerary. Let's use local. Let's use local destination. Let's use local destination because of our time. Let's use your client is in which aspect is in Lagos. Let's use Abuja. Now we are making use of Abuja for this, and we are using Google Flights. We are using Google Flights. Now from where? From Lagos, Lagos City, Nigeria. Then to where? Abuja. Your client is going to Abuja, Federal Capital Territory. So when is your client traveling? December December 7 to when? December 24. Then just click on this. So when you click on this, then you search for the recommendation that Google will give to you. I actually love Google because it knows basically everything about those websites online. It knows basically about those websites online. So these are flights that you can go with now. You see, we have the airpiece now. It's mainly airpiece that is there. It's mainly airpiece that is there. Then we have Arik Air. We have Ibom Air also. We have United Nigeria Airline. Okay, yes, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. So now you can check. You can check now. This 1 hour. This one, virtually all of it is 1 hour 20 minutes non-stop. Definitely, they are not stopping on the way. They are not stopping on the way. Now, what these ones means is this. They have lower emission kind of carry things that you can carry with you on those trip that you can carry with you on those trip. Now this is where your flight will take off from Muritala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. Then you are going to arrive. Your destination will be Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. Now, which airline who is your client going with again? Airpeace. So let's back to this. So your client is going with Airpeace. Now, confirmation code now. Let's just confirmation code Airpeace. So for the confirmation number, let's just say 345 3645 now. Flight now. For your client now, the flight is what? What time is the flight of your the flight is you're flying economy. Then the arrival location is what? Abuja, Abuja, Nigeria. Now, according to the arrival time now, according to this now, it says your client will definitely reach Abuja by what? 1 hour 20 minutes. So if your client is leaving by 6 p.m., so definitely your client must be there by 7:20, right? Must be at that airport by 7:20. That 7 is 19. Sorry, 7:20. Then if you have any other information for that flight, you can just what? You can just add it here. That's departing flight. Now this is the returning flight now. This is the returning flight. here now. So the returning flight now, your client is supposed to come back which day? December 24th of December, right? Now departure location which is Abuja. So now your departure location now will now be Abuja now. You are going from Abuja now back to Lagos, back to Lagos. Then department time, that one now depends on you, that one depends on you. Let's say 15 o'clock, that's 3 p.m. Now which airline are you going with? You are going with Air Peace again. Now confirmation code, if you are using a round trip, definitely you are using the same confirmation code with your first trip. You are using the same confirmation code with your first trip. You are using the same confirmation code with your first trip. Then you are flying economy. Then your arrival location will be what? Lagos, because your client is traveling back to Lagos, Nigeria. Your client is traveling back to Lagos, Nigeria. And for the return trip, I think return trip, let's check again. Return trip, I'm not sure it's supposed to be same hours. I'm not sure it's supposed to be same hours because there are some that will tell you, okay, from Abuja to where? To Lagos. No, Lagos, Nigeria name. From Abuja to Lagos. Let's just check the return trip. The return trip, see, still bring you 1 hour 20, but there are some countries that if you go, their return trip is not always the same hour, but this one still says 1 hour 20 minutes. So for this now, 1 hour 20 minutes, just add that will be 16:20. 16:20. If you have any other information, you add it there. So now we have the ground transportation for your clients at destination. At destination now. Now your client is what? Your client is she will be there on will be in Abuja at exactly 19:20. Please take note of that time. That's December 7th, right? That's 12/7/2025. Now the company that is responsible now for the ground transportation, we have a lot of companies actually. I want to remember like one. I think G-Ride. I think G-Ride, yes. It's something like G-Ride or V-Ride in Abuja. Then type of transport. What type of transport is it? Maybe it's an SUV, you get, or so meeting points now. Where will the transportation company meet you? Airport. Meet your clients rather. That's airport. They are going to give you a confirmation code. Make sure that you have your confirmation code. Yeah. What time are they going to pick your client up? Your client says, according to your itinerary, now it says your client must reach there 19:20, which is 7:20, right? So now the pickup time, let's say 7, that's 19:21. Let's put it like that. Let's say 20:20, they will have to wait for your clients, obviously. So before the check-ins and every other thing, let's say 5 minutes, they will still wait. Now, return date now. That return date is the day they will still come and pick your client now from his own destination, from where he is, maybe his hotel. Return date where they will return him back to airport, which is on what? This is on 24th, which is on 24th, let's say 12/24/2025. Now the return time now, there's one thing about the return time. Your clients departure time is 3 o'clock, which is 15 o'clock here. So definitely they must pick him up at least 1400. They must pick him up at 1400, which is 2 o'clock. Let's say 1400, or you can just say 40:30. If the hotel is not far to where he's staying, you can use like 30 minutes. You should come and pick him up 30 minutes before the time. If the place he's staying is far to the airport, then maybe an hour. It depends on how far the place your client is. You understand? How far the place your client is. So then the hotel that you are lodging your clients. Now let's do something on that hotel. Now we are making use of booking.com. We are making use of booking.com now. We are making use of booking.com for this. We are making use of booking.com. Okay, we are not booking. No, this okay, booking, you can use it to book this, book this, book that, book that. Okay. So right about now, you are booking your client in Abuja, right? Because that's where your client is staying. So you click on Abuja. It's that you click on Abuja, then You choose the day. Okay, choose check-in days. That's December 2025. That's on 7. You said 7, right? Your client is checking in on 7 and checking out on 24. You see now. So you pick from 7 to 24. Now many people, no, you only there's only one person that is staying, one person in a room, right? So you click on done. Then check, you can filter your results, the result that is going to bring for you. Do you want a place to stay that has a fitness center? If you want a place that has fitness center, make sure that you tick fitness center. You want a wonderful view, like the place is so lovely, you choose it. You feel like okay, you want the upper floor to be accessible by elevator. Definitely most of the hotels that they are building today, they it's either you make use of stairs or you make use of elevator. But if you want the one that it's only those that you can go upstairs, you can go to the second floor, the third floor using elevator, make sure that you just click this one. Is there an hotel that has a microwave that you can warm your foods, you can do this one, you can do that one? Is it five-star hotel, one-star hotel, two-star hotel, stuff like that, you understand? Now you can also do what? Know the distance of the hotel to the center of Abuja, which is like, I don't know how to explain, the main town in Abuja. You can just say okay, the type of properties that you want. Is there an apartment that you want to collect for your clients? Hotels, guest house, lodge, homestay, vacation homes and like, just make sure that you pick the ones that are suitable for your clients. The is it suitable? Your client's preference now. This is your client's preference now kicking in for you. You understand? Now travel group now, is it an hotel that is pet friendly? You know there are some hotel that will tell you that no, you can't bring in your cat, you can't come in with your dog, you can't come in with this one, you can't come in with this one. There are some hotels that will tell you that it's only adults that can stay in this hotel. No, maybe someone there are some hotel that will tell you that 18 above, 18 years and above, 20 years and above, they are the one that can stay in this hotel. You understand? So you just need to like pick your pick according to your client's preference now. So we have lot of hotel now. We have Hills Club Hotel, Hills Club Hotel, we have Hills Club Hotel, we have other ones. You can just do what? We have the Tranquilla. You can actually open them in new tab. You right click and you open a new tab. When you right click and open a new tab, you can go there and check their space, how it is. Let's click on 2 or 3 just to see their price and the likes. Then we have the Nordic rather. So you see now this one is transcribe now. We have the transcribe here now. You see we have their pictures, how the hotel looks like. These are the hotel looks like. This one and they are telling you that they have free Wi-Fi. You understand? Those are those things that you need to check. You have free Wi-Fi. You have free Wi-Fi there. They have lot of pictures actually, see plus 63 pictures. You can go on and check their pictures if it's suitable for your client, and you can even follow the pictures of maybe the sitting room, the bedroom, the every space that they have over there, the pool and everything. You can just make a screenshot or you just send the link to your client if it's okay with that place. Now these people now, it says they have very good breakfast, they have 3 restaurants, they have 2 swimming pools, they have free Wi-Fi, they have AC, they have there's room service there also, there's on-site parking, you can park family rooms and balcony and like bath tube, but there's also bath tube there, you understand? So this is the overview of the hotel. So now you can just check in, you can check in, you can they have different type of rooms there. They have the king room, deluxe king room, they have business king suite, they have executive king something, and you know it's always their price will definitely be different. Their price will definitely be different. Now for this one now, I said we have to enter your check-in days again. So let's just enter the check-in days. We said December 7th. You understand? And the checkout date will be December 24. Okay. So we have 7 to 24 now. Let's say the king room now, their own king room. We applied it now. But I'm seeing something around 400K per night there. Okay. I'm seeing something around 400 you see now. So for your client to stay there now for from 6th to from 7th to 24th. Now the price is what? 7,474,624. So just like it's okay for your client you can do what? Can book it, your client can book it. Then you can also put your budget here now. Okay, your budget per night is not up to 300 plus. Let's reduce it to your budget per night is 100,000 naira. You understand? It's going to give you hotel in Abuja within those range. Okay, now this one is 100,000 per night. And 17 nights now. This one is giving you 17 nights. For 17 nights now, if your client is staying there for 17 nights, that's 677,831. And you feel like okay, 100,000 naira per night is too much, because about the company policy the other time, maybe per night the highest that the company can give your client is 50,000 naira. Then you do what? You search according to their policy that gives 50,000 naira per night, 50,000 naira per night. Now let's cancel the other ones that we have done. Let's cancel the other ones that we have done and stay focused with this. Now this one is still okay, it's not changing. I'm not sure they have the one that gives you that price. Okay. I think this one does. This one is 500 now. So now we have three left. I'm not sure they have Wi-Fi. You can just check. Okay, you want the one that has swimming pool, click on it. It's only 10 that has swimming pool. So just click on those stuffs. Now, yeah, where are we? What's the name of the hotel that we are using again? Let's say we are using is it this or is it this? Okay, I think we are using this. Now we are using, let's pick one. We have Tofana, Koraf, and like Jets. Let's say we are just going with this. We are going with this one now. We are going with this. We'll soon close this. Let me send the attendance link now so that we can fill. Let me send the attendance link. I will send it on Discord now. Uh, Let me send the attendance link. Please hold on, let me send the attendance link. Attendance. Hold on while I copy the attendance. We'll be closing soon. I just want to explain this itinerary, then we'll close for today. I want to explain this itinerary, then we'll close for today. I would have loved to continue, but I don't want to take much of our time again. Okay, you should see the attendance link just now. Okay, that's the attendance link. Kind of itinerary, finish up with itinerary. The only thing that is remaining there is just the booking that is on the itinerary. I guess that's the only thing. Then we have the events. Then that's all. Kindly fill the attendance and submit. Fill the attendance, submit, then we wrap up for today. Okay. Kindly fill in the attendance, then we wrap up for today. Let me know if you are done. Let me know. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Don't worry, just feel it. Just feel it. I will know what to do. I will just edit it. I will make an edit to it. Just feel it. Okay, done. Let's continue. So now for this now, you know we are making. You said we are making use of this place now. They have 24 hours light, Wi-Fi, DSTV, security. This other one, it's in Wuse. Say this is it Wuse? I do Wuse. Anyone. So we are making use of ODX Lux Street. ODS Lux. Now this is the name of the hotel that we are making use of now. Now the hotel is from what? We are using a you said from 12 to from 7th of December. So the name of the hotel, this is the name of the hotel, right? Okay, set that. OD OD Chemical Lodge. Just put the name in. Then street, where is the hotel? Which street is it? See, you can see the street now. This is a we say zone 4 Abuja. So just input it there. The zone 4 Abuja. Now which city? Abuja. Confirmation code that you register, just put it. Now which room are you booking? You know immediately you reserve or you book that place, you click on this, you will log in, it take you to where you will log in, then you do what? You reserve the space, you reserve the space for your client, you reserve the space for your client. So this is it now, you can see these are the things that comes with the room. These are the things that come with the room. There's free call, room maker, there's this one, there's that one. These are the things that on it, then you can just this one, let's say room 205. If you're using room 205, your check-in time, your client is arriving at what time? What time is your client arriving? 19:20. Let's just like your check-in is 19:30. Your check-in is 19:30. Then your checkout is what? What's the checkout time that we put on the return trip the other day? 15 o'clock. That's 3 o'clock. Let's you can still use that 3 o'clock. So if you have any other information, you add it there. Then meeting and meeting if an event, maybe your client want, you know we said business trip, just add the business. Which day is the business? Let's say on 10, you add it there. The venue, the street, city, Abuja, you understand. The contact person, there's definitely going to be someone that you contact there, that's going to contact there that okay, I've arrived to this is where I am. You understand? And this one at times we don't make use of this at times. So that's all on business trip itinerary. Let me just brief us through the last one. I think this one is the last one. It's the same thing. It's the same itinerary with that one, but that one is this one. You said this one is a chronological. This one is chronological, and this one we said it categorically. This one groups it according to the category. You understand? Departing flights, returning flights, ground transportation, hotel, and meeting. While this one is just based on a chronological. Yeah, this one is chronological type. It's the same thing actually. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So that will be all for today. That will be all for today. You can see the flights here in transit, on flights, stuff like that. That's just it. That will be all for today. Let me know if you have a question or two that you want to ask. Let me know if you have a question or two that you want to ask based on this. Based on this, let me know if you have a question or two that you want to ask. Let me know before we round it up. This is 3:33. Immediately it's 3:34 like this. We are going 3:34. Hope there is no question. Any question? So in absence of no question, can we wrap it up for tonight? Be expecting your assignment this week. It's either your assignment comes with this week lesson or it comes separately. I don't know. I don't maybe I will release the assignment today or tomorrow morning so that it will not choke us. It will not choke you guys too much, you understand? Maybe so that it will not choke you up too much. So that will be all for today, guys. That will be all for today. That will be all for today. See you guys on Saturday again for another section under virtual assistant. I hope that you have learned one or two things from today's class. I hope that you learned one or two things from today's class. Yeah, now see you guys tomorrow. See you guys on Saturday. Saturday. Bye bye. Have a wonderful night rest, everybody. Good night. Miss Precious, good night, good night, everybody. Good night, good night. I Mr. Adewale Favour, is there Mrs. Good night, sir. Good night, ma. See you tomorrow.